Alright, hi guys. New pattern focus. That's where we're gonna go. Gonna scroll down here. This one is the next one. I was gonna come back in just a couple of hours, rest my foot and come back, and I ended up resting the rest of the day. So it's tomorrow. I'm doing, I'm a little bored. Well, I don't want to say bored. I've exhausted my current playlist of YouTube people that I really like. So I'm investigating new people and going down the rabbit hole of YouTube. That's working pretty well. Excuse me. Okay, this one's called Calantha. So we're aiming for this sort of flowery shape, this one here. That's your final version there. I'm going to start with a sort of a 5 petaled shape. That one. And then we're going to do an aura around it and just draw around it. And then coming out from that shape is going to be some 3 petaled. So coming out of this here, from here to here, I'm going to come up and do sort of like a spiky 1, 2, 3 and come down. And then another one's 1, 2, 3 and come down. So forth. All the way around. And then we're going to draw around it again and end up with this shape here. So it's kind of got a roundish shape in the middle and a spiky around the outside edge. And then in this sample, they've used some sand swirl in the background. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm probably not going to put this one on a bookmark because I really want some extra space. So I'm just going to draw it on a regular tile, I think. Here we go. I'm going to turn on my light. Close your eyes, everyone. There we go. All right. Oh, that's better. Nice and bright so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to just give myself a little bit of a border. I don't think I'm going to need a border, but you never know. Something like that. You might not even be able to see that, but I can. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's use this one. I think I might put more than one of these, so I'm thinking maybe 3. We'll put one here and here and here. That always makes a nice composition. A set of 3. And I'll probably make one bigger one and then 2 smaller ones and have them overlap each other. So let's going to give that a go. So let's start up here kind of in this corner and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll make our 5 petaled. Oop, my camera just hit my light. Something's not quite right here. Let's make that go down a little bit. And that, there we go. That's better. Okay. And then go around it. Something like that. And then from here to here, we're going to come up, go 1, 2, 3, kind of like I don't know, the hair on some anime character, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Yeah, so yesterday I thought I was gonna just go put my foot up for a couple, an hour or two, and then come back and draw some more. But by the time I felt like my foot felt good enough to come back up here and draw, the sun had gone down enough that I felt like I couldn't see well. So I didn't come back. I should be able to do 2 today though. Get back into the swing of things here. Can you see? Nope. I've gone off the edge. Let me go back over this way a little bit. There we go. There we go. So if you guys, let's see, by the time you see this video will go up on the 4th of September, and I will still have to have 2.5 more weeks before my doctor's appointment, and maybe 3 or 4 more weeks before I go back to work. So if you guys have any suggestions for some YouTube channels that I may not have seen before, pop them in the name of the channel in the description box below. You guys by now kind of know my personality, know what I'm like, and know what I may or may not like to watch. So yeah, by then I will definitely need some new TV, YouTube watching channels. There we go. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see how it goes when I go under. I think I'm going to do these ones on the outside first that are not going to go overlappy, and then do those overlappy ones at the end. Whoop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. This one's going to get kind of close to the edge for me, but I'll just do a kind of smallish one. Okay, so 1, 2, come down, and it's going to kind of bow back there. You won't really see all of it, and 3 like that. And 1, 2, and 3 like that. And then just another one around the outside. It's a pretty simple pattern. Way too close to the edge for my personal taste, but that's all right. So I'm getting all sorts of notifications on my phone because just before I came to do this, I made a lot of comments on people's posts. So now I'm going to end up with all these notifications every time people reply to those posts. You know how it goes. You know what? I'm almost thinking I don't want a full one here. That maybe I want like something that would be the bud of this flowering shape. So I'm thinking maybe something like that. Not a whole one, just a part of a one with them kind of closed, so more like this. that. What do you think? Something like that? Of course, now I can't go around that one because I've got these ones attached there. I didn't think about that. I should have aura'd it first. That's all right. We'll just kind of come out like that. Something like that. That works. I'm good with that. I want a little bit of line weight difference. So I think I'm going to get my bigger pen. And I'm going to, on one side, let me decide which side I want to do it. Maybe this side. So on the left-hand side of each stroke, I'm going to make a fatter line. Just like that. Give it a little dimensionality. Ooh, that got really fat. That's okay. Yeah, that gives it a little bit of something different. Makes it stand out from the one behind. I like that a lot. I'm going to do that on this one. They're all going to have the same to the left kind of a thing happening. Gonna see that. I can really see that. Don't really see any of that on that one. Maybe this spot right there. Like that. And then on this one, it's the same thing. To the left. Something like that. Now it's got a little bit of personality on that. And I think I'm going to embellish a little bit. I think I want to maybe put some little circles in here. Something like this. Camera's not quite cooperating with me. Oh, my spot there. That's better. Trying to make it so that it's easy for me to draw, but at the same time it's easy for you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay. If you guys don't have a YouTuber for me to follow, if you have a game that you've been playing using Facebook, you know, under Facebook games, I play a few. if there's one that you have been playing that you're enjoying, let me know that one too, because you know I can sit and play games. I've been really watching what I eat. It could be really easy for me to just sit down and eat comfort foods, which are not always healthy foods, and you know, just with no exercise, I could really gain a whole lot of weight, and I'm trying super hard not to do that. So I've been distracting myself with shows and games. The games are better for distraction because, you know, it's really easy to just sit and eat while you're watching TV. So games are actually better for that. So if you have any games that you play, especially if you play them along on Facebook, that would be awesome to put those in the comments as well. Give me something to do. I can do some drawing while I'm sitting, and I have done, but I prefer to actually do my videos. Don't know why I prefer that, but I do. I think once I'm sitting with my foot up, I really just don't want to carry all of my supplies from room to room. Oh, that's going the wrong way with my stripes, but that's alright. They'll live. I had my my drawing supplies with me when I was laying in bed. That whole first week, I don't even think I got out of bed. Now I've gotten where I can go down the stairs easier. I've managed to figure out the best way to use that boot and get down the stairs. So I've been using the larger TV in the family room and sitting in the recliner with my foot up, with some pillows to raise it up so that it's really above my heart. It's a very uncomfortable way to sit, though, be honest. And I think my lower back and my shoulders are not super happy. I think I'm gonna try to leave the house on maybe Friday. Today is, what's today? Today's Wednesday, right? I think today's Wednesday. So I will try to leave the house on Friday, maybe. Let's see if I can get a massage appointment just to do my back and shoulders. I should be able to do that. That's pretty good. I like that. I think I'm going to put one of those borders where where the objects are sticking out of the border. I really like those kinds of borders. So I'm going to do that. That's good. Like that. I like those kinds of borders. And then we'll just do a little bit of shading and be done. I need to put the name, which is going to be, decide which way it's going to live. I like it like that. Calantha. Put my little signature in there. Give myself a bit of shading. I need to sharpen my pencil. Just a little bit. My pencil's getting short. Look how little it is. It's almost 3.5 inches. Because I know that this tile is a 3.5 inch tile, so it's getting small. Going to do some shading where they overlap. Like that. And then I think for this one, here, maybe. So I started reading the rest of that book series that I had talked about earlier, the Forest at the Edge series, Trish Mercer. I had only read through book 5, and now there's 8 books. In the middle of book 6, oh, I was crying so much. I am not, if you guys decide you're going to read it, I'm not going to tell you what happens in book 6, but let me tell you, I was bawling like a baby in book 6. Yeah. That tells you that I really am into the characters, that I was that moved by what happened in the book. Usually I just read books, but I think part of it, excuse me, part of it has to do with how long I've been reading these books. You know, once you're up into book 6, and they're not small books either. They're I don't know, 250, 300 page books. So they, you know, they take a goodly amount of time to read. You're with these characters for so long that you feel like you really know them. Because it's not limited to just to one book, they really have gone very, the author, Trish, she's really gone very deep into the characters and their likes, dislikes, motivations, how they have changed over the years. I mean, we're following this family, and we have at this point followed this man and this woman. They're now in their 70s, and we met them when they were in their 20s. It's amazing how involved you are with the characters. And so yeah, you can probably guess that one of the characters passes on at some point. I'm not going to tell you which one, so I don't spoil it for you. But when it happened and there was the funeral, I lost it. I was just bawling like a baby. The the death custom in this world, I think that's probably what hit me the most, is that in this world, the deceased gets changed into, they put on, you know how we, here in the United States anyways, the custom is to dress the body in that person's favorite outfit. They usually, actually, many times, the family chooses to dress them up in a like the men wear suits and ties, and the women are wearing a nice dress, and like they're heading out to a party, right? But they're well dressed most of the time. That's what our custom is to do with our dead, as we, especially if there's a custom of having a open casket or a wake. We do that, and it's our custom in the U.S. to wear black as mourning clothes, dark, somber colors. Well, in this particular book, the custom is actually to dress the body in white, and that the mourners at the funeral are to wear light colored clothing, not white. White is reserved for the person who has passed away, but light colored clothing, so that because the passing into paradise is meant as a celebration, as a I don't know how to say it right, the way that the author did it, but it's meant as not a final thing, but as a passage from one state to another, and it's not the final place. It's going to paradise. It's going to the place that the Creator has prepared for them, and that it's meant to be a celebration. And that image, that thought, just really, I appreciated it so much. I like having this white. You'll see that it's not, I'm not doing super careful. It's just a quick little blurp, blurp, blurp. But it's making such a difference. Trying not to get too carried away so I don't obliterate my black lines. So I've been enjoying that book. I don't want to read too much of it too fast because I want to savor it. Does that make sense? Do you guys ever do that? I mean, it's kind of like the difference between watching a TV show, you know, one episode at a time as they come out, or binge watching. You know, clearly lately I've been sort of binge watching my videos. But I feel like I don't want to do that with this book. I want to just read the normal amount I would normally read in a day. I usually read just before I go to bed. I don't know, 3 or 4 chapters. I think I'm into chapter like 16 or 18 or something now. I'm feeling that white. I really like that white. I really think I want. For those of you who might be asking, I am using a Sakura Decorise pen. I prefer this better than the Jelly Roll. Some people prefer a Jelly Roll. You know, it's up to you, whatever you like. This one's more like a paint pen. And so, you know, if I just push, do I have a, oh, there it is on the floor. Of course it is. My scrap piece of paper. I don't know if you can see this. Let me zoom in and see if you can see this. But if I just push and hold the pen here, ink just comes out. See how much ink came out of there? I don't know if you can see that. See, it's a pretty good sized blob. You can even see it's raised. So the longer I hold it, the more ink comes out. I actually like this. You just have to be really careful not to smear your work because it takes a while to dry. That thick of ink. It takes a while to dry. But it's more like a paint pen than it is a ink writing pen. I just personally like the really bright contrast of it. There we go. That was fun. I enjoyed today's drawing. I think I'm done. I'm going to go put my foot up for a little bit, but I'll be back because it's still early in the day and I have time to draw some more. Not like yesterday. Yesterday was a little later in the day and I just didn't have time to come back. So I'll be back. You guys have a great day. Go out and do something nice for somebody today. You know, if you can't get out of the house, which I cannot get out of the house really, still do something nice. You know, make a nice comment on somebody's post. Look in the Facebook group. Go to the Pattern Collections group. And you know, encourage somebody in their artistic endeavors. Encourage them. You know, go to a photography group. Go to, you know, if you like dogs, go to the dog group that you're part of, and encourage people that, you know, they did a great job grooming their dog, or they did a great job getting out and taking walks. You know, you can always find something positive to say about somebody's post. You know, go find everybody who's having a birthday today. By the way, happy birthday, Julie. I don't know if she'll see this. And of course, she's going to wonder why I'm wishing her a happy birthday on a day that's not her birthday, because this is going to come out in 2 weeks. But today is Julie's birthday, and I'm going to wish her a happy birthday. And, you know, just be nice to people today. You can do it from your own home. You don't even have to leave the house. Just get online, send somebody a text, give somebody a call your mom, tell her how much you love her and that you miss her if you haven't seen her in a while. You know, call your spouse, call your kids, give them a hug, tell them that they mean something to you, and you know, brighten somebody's day. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. Really, people, it doesn't. Just go out and do it. I will see you tomorrow, and I will be back after I put my foot up a little bit, put some ice on it, and I'll be back. I'll see you later. Bye.